What is up, guys? It's Max Merc here, and today I have the 2013 Mercedes-Benz SL63 AMG. And in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the cool features of this car and some of the things I really love about this car. So first things first, it's the styling of this car, and it's a very subjective topic, but I personally think it's a pretty good looking car from the front. From the back, it's not bad. But the thing I love is that it's very functional. You know, all these vents, they're real vents, and then this big star right here, this houses the adaptive radar cruise control. So that's all in here. And then that feeds into the next thing, which is the adaptive cruise control and all those cool safety features. So the car will actually accelerate and decelerate based off of the car in front of you, and it has all these sensors here. And it actually saved me last night. I was driving with my friend who has a SL63 AMG, and he started braking, and I lost kind of like my focus for just a second, and I was gonna go straight into him, and the car started beeping and stopped itself. So that's just one of those great features that's functional and it's stylish too. So next up is these huge brakes, and I apologize, the wheel is covered. It's not actually gray, it's silver, but it's covered in brake dust. I apologize about that. But this car stops on a dime. I mean, if you look at this huge caliper right here, I mean, this doesn't even have the carbon ceramic brakes. These are the standard brakes, which explains all the brake dust. But I mean, these AMGs and their braking power is just amazing. Moving on inside, of course, the car has keyless go. Open the door, the mirror unfolds. And the next thing I love is, well, first of all, there's this illuminated AMG door sill. But the next thing I love in this car is the seats. Now, the seats in this car are just amazing. They're just supportive, they're comfortable, and you can adjust it in so many different ways. So you have the headrest, the rear recline, forward, backward, up and down, and then this is the thigh extension right here. And then it gets even better from there. So if I go ahead and just turn on the power, I'm not going to turn on the car fully, you have a whole array of different seat options down here. This one here, heated seats, both sides, cooled seats, both sides. This one is probably one of the coolest, air scarf. You get this from both sides. You push this, or actually I'll do it for the passenger, not myself. When it's a little chilly outside, you push this and then give it a couple seconds. It's going to start blowing hot air out of this little vent right here. So you can feel it. It starts blowing hot air on your neck, and that's great for when it's a little chilly outside. It's a really nice feeling, just having warm air blown on your neck. And last but very not least, if I click this little button right here, it'll bring up the seat menu. So you can adjust the driver and passenger seat. They're both identical, so I'll go driver's seat. You can adjust the balance for the heated seats. So I can make it just heat the cushion, I can make it heat the backrest, or both. And then next up, if I go left, is lumbar. I can adjust the lumbar. I like it the way it is. You can adjust it so many different ways, up, down, left, right, whatever you want, and then you can reset it. Next up is the massage function. Now this is pretty cool. You have slow, gentle, slow and vigorous, fast and gentle, fast and vigorous. I'm gonna give myself a fast and vigorous massage right now, and it just starts inflating the different things, and there's like a little roller, I suppose, in the seat, and it goes up and down, and it just feels really, really nice. It's just one of those things that once you have it, it's so hard to go back. Next up is probably one of my favorites, is the dynamic seat. So right now it's on 2, the highest setting, and what this does is when you go around corners, the bolsters will inflate and kind of hold you in place, and it's extremely useful because when you go around corners, it holds you in place and you're not squirming around everywhere, you're just held put. So I'm gonna go start it up. And one of the great things about this car is the AMG sound. So I don't know if you guys can hear it, it's a little windy, but it has that amazing AMG burble. You guys can hear more of that if you watch my vlog with this car. So next up is with the cool features is all of these AMG different driving modes and just everything. You have the Volterbach logo kind of branded in the gear selector, and you can go down, drive, all these different ones. Park is right there. And then it's all just looks beautiful, and it's like great to touch. And you have your different buttons right here. This is traction control. You have sport handling mode for the traction control, or you can just go ahead and turn it off completely. That's off completely. So now it's on. This is AMG suspension. That stiffens it up, and when it's off, it's comfort. And next step, you have this little rotary wheel. This is comfort, sport, sport plus, manual, and then RS is race start. probably the coolest button of all in here is this little one right here, the AMG button. If I go ahead and click this, it's gonna bring up my preset. It's gonna bring up my preset for my driving modes. So it's like a little individual customization, and I have it set for manual mode and pretty much the stiffest settings. Now I've gone over this little feature in the cool features of the Mercedes CLA video, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. If you actually go ahead and grab this button, you can pull it out, and if you're a little old school, you can actually take the key, insert it, and start the car the old-fashioned way. So I know a lot of owners don't know that. Next up, while we're in here, you have a bunch of different sub-menus and menus in this car, and one of them is actually an AMG menu. So you have a lap timer, believe it or not. That's a lap timer, and then a bunch of different temperatures and different driving modes. However, if I go over here to drive assist, if I click the first one, vehicle level, and I push OK, it will actually raise the vehicle up. So a lot of the owners don't know that because it's hidden away in the menus of the car, but the vehicle actually has a lift, so it'll lift itself up with the Airmatic. So now let's go ahead and drop the top. So you have a bunch of different buttons right here. The controls are hidden under this little cover. So if I go ahead and pull up, the roof is going to start folding, and it is silent. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You can't even hear this roof go down, and the car is on too, and it's not even that loud at idle, but it's just silent. And then if I pull this, these windows go up, and then even behind those you have little quarter windows that go up right there. And then this last button right here, if I push it, that little sunshade goes up. So this is the car with the top down. Now we're gonna move on to the trunk. Now this trunk is engineered, really, it's just incredible how this trunk is engineered. There's a bunch of different ways you can open it, either with the key right here, inside the car, or through that little switch right there. But whether you know or didn't know this before, if you go up to the car with the key in your hand or pocket and kick down there, it's gonna go ahead and open the trunk for you. And then when the trunk opens, it's gonna lift up that roof for you. And if I grab this cover right here, I have access to all my cargo, even with the roof down. Now, no other cars like this. This has been around for a while now, and Mercedes has done an amazing job engineering it. Now, this is really neat right here. If you look inside the trunk, this entire trunk is lined carbon fiber. This trunk itself is carbon fiber. So Mercedes did a little weight saving there, and it's exposed too. So when you look out here, it's just beautiful. When people see this, they go, it just amazes people because the entire trunk is carbon fiber. So that's pretty sick. And then when it's time to close it, I can go and close that little cover, just like so. And then if I push this, everything goes down, and the trunk closes, or I can actually go ahead and kick it and it'll close itself. So that's pretty neat. So just as you'd expect from a $170,000 German Roadster, everything is power in this car. So let's say you want to access some storage. This car is pretty good with storage space on its own, with the trunk especially. And then if you go ahead and click this button right here, the seat actually moves forward, and you have pretty ample storage back here. You have your armrest there, you have an extra cup holder and some extra storage over there. And then if I go ahead and actually push this button, you have storage right there. And I'm not sure if you can open this one. There's no button for this side, but that one is a little storage cubby. And then you could probably fit a duffel bag or something back there, and then a little map pocket there. Click that, everything goes back power. Very simple with this car. So while I have the key in my hand right now, I'm gonna go show you guys the back of the key. Now most new, pretty much all new AMGs these days have this little Falterbach logo on the back of the key. So that pretty much distinguishes this as an AMG, and it's a nice touch Mercedes has added to these cars. So those are just some of the hundreds and hundreds of amazing, technologically advanced, very well engineered features of the Mercedes SL63 AMG. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.